Hi, this is Caroleena. Yesterday I did a tutorial about how to do breaks from the top of the hoop. Today I want to do a tutorial about how to do breaks from underneath the hoop. So the first thing that you need to know about breaks from the underneath of the hoop is that they exist and that you can do a break anywhere from your wrist or finger to your forearm to your hand. So it's just coming up underneath. You can either grab it or pat it. So to be doing this, you need to be either chest hooping, neck hooping, head hooping, something that you can reach underneath and push the hoop. The sweet spot is at the bottom of the deltoid, top of the bicep, so that it's here, then right over your heart, other sweet spot, right over the back heart. So whether you are up horizontal or you're vertical leaning forward or you're vertical leaning back, it's the same sweet spot. So when you close the hoop, you want to close it to that sweet spot. If you're worried that your hoop is going to fall or something, extend your index finger and actually grip the hoop and think you're going to put the tip of the pointer finger in that sweet spot. In it, in it, in it, in it. So even if your hoop is all of a sudden down here, you can push up under it, deliver it to here, and get it level again. So the most controlled way that you can do a break is to let the break come around and actually grab it with your hand and extend your index finger. And then as soon as it's in your hand, you want to pull it against you so that it keeps 2 points of contact. The hand, but also the back, all the way to the opposite shoulder, right at the sweet spot where when you re-deliver the hoop, it goes right to that sweet spot. So if I can pull my hoop enough, I can make it actually touch that sweet spot from behind, but you don't have to. You just need to pull it enough so it doesn't have a chance to fall down. So that is the grip version of this. I'll show you from the side. You can also do it, turn your hands into little flippers like you're a seal, and you can go flip, 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 and at that point I can hit it anywhere in my hand. The sweet spot is going to be anywhere from below the pads to right at or below the wrist. When you start getting out towards the fingertips, you're a little more likely to miss it or have it slide off. So I actually didn't mean to do that, so that's the perfect example of how that works. But when you're down here, you've got those pads either under the fingertips or under the wrist that help you hold the hoop and deliver it. So practicing this horizontal has the added factor of gravity that's wanting to push down the other side of the hoop. So you might find that if you line your hoop up in your sweet spot, and then lean forward, that you don't have to work so much with gravity trying to push the outer edge of your hoop down because it's already down. So now you're going to deliver your hoop to the sweet spot, and in order to keep the hoop going, you engage the knees and mid-back to go up and down with the whole back. So it's not, you're not coming up on your toes, you're just kind of going bounce, bounce, bounce. If you keep your knees on your hands on your knees and your shoulders over your knees and your hips over your knees, you should be able to just bounce, bounce, bounce. So when you're ready to interrupt the hoop, it's coming around, you need to lead it, land in front of it, and use one of our grips, either the grip, or the seal flipper, or we can also do a pinch. And I'll talk more about pinches in a minute. So this same thing goes from the back. You're going to soften your knees, slide your pelvic bone forward, lean back from the lower back up, so you should still be able to talk and breathe. Take your hoop up, give it a smooth push to the opposite sweet spot, and up. Oops. So you can do this controlled or with the flipper, or with a pinch. So there's a couple things that you've got to know about this, and that's one of them is the timing. For some reason, I think it's easier to get the timing on the ones where your arms are already inside of it because you feel it hitting you right on your heart. And I think we really check in with that space. So it's like touches the heart and you break, touches the heart and you break. If you took your hands to your heart, you'd be delivering it right there. So as you start learning this, I recommend that you practice it with drills. Start with, say you're going to let it go around 3 circles and then do a break. 1, 2, 3, break. 1, 2, 3, break. I'm going to manhandle this one up. 1, 2, 3, break. 1, 2, 3, break. If you find that you're having trouble keeping your hoop going wherever it is that you're standing, turn with it. 1, 2, 3, break. 1, 2, 3, break. Turning with it actually really helps you feel that spring that you need to do. Because if you just interrupt it, the hoop's going to come right down. You got to kind of grab it, go with it, and then go back with it. Doing. So if we went from 3 to 2, it would be, oh, if you find that your hoop is wanting to come down, the gravity's wanting to take the end down, and no matter what, you keep ending up like this, or your hoop just runs straight down your body, lean it back and lean it up a little bit. And lift up with your heart. A lot of times that will help us figure out the place that we need to correct in this way that we're bending over. So, 2 circles, 1, 2, break. 1, 2, break. 1, 2, break. A note about your other hand. Once you've done the break, the other hand, if you can take it down and lay your hand and fingertips on your leg, and then you can let your palm leave if you want, but don't let your fingertips leave. It will keep your elbows from flying out. If you're trying to shoulder hoop by lifting your elbows, you're making it much harder on yourself. Try to keep your elbows like they are glued from here to here to your body, your upper elbow to upper arm. So, like this. All right, and now with one. So, circle, break, circle, break, circle, break, circle, break, and then break, 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 break. Aim for the sweet spot, aim for the sweet spot, aim for the sweet spot, aim for the sweet spot. If you want to change your plane, aim for the sweet spot, aim for the sweet spot. Change it, straighten it up, straighten up, and now lay back, aim for the sweet spot, aim for the sweet spot. So, shoulder breaks can be a very helpful tool when you're just learning shoulder hooping. Because if you're shoulder hooping and you start to mess up, you can go, oh, I'm messing up, break. Oh, I'm messing up, break. So you get a few circles each side as you're also trying to learn it. So the last kind of break from the top is the pinch break. So the pinch break is the one where the hoop is coming around, and as it closes, if you can pinch it between your body and your arm, and it could be anywhere from upper arm to wrist, and hold it there, and still absorb it and unabsorb it. You can let it go, and it does a break. So pinch breaks are the ones that are the most likely to bruise your arms. So get your arnica. When you're doing a pinch break, you need to pinch it closed, like you're trying to hold it there. So you're not trying to bat it and push it back. You're not trying to, like that, you're just going to hurt yourself. What you want to do is pinch it, hold it, and let it go. Now later, when we start talking about things like paddling, there are games that you can play where you ride it, but that's different. You're not pushing it, the hoop's going, and you're riding along with it. So for a pinch break, we're pinching and then absorbing it out, absorbing it out. If you keep the pinch, you can go back and forth. I think one of the easiest places to do that is your hip. So, make sure that you pinch it good and tight. Make sure that you absorb it and reverse it, and it might even help you give it a little bit of push to go back. So know that you can do a pinch break as low as you can reach your body. So, and once you get down to your legs, I've got on big boots. Let's see if this works. Once you get down to your legs, you can even do pinch breaks with your legs. Pinch and reverse. I almost did it. So those are the main kinds of breaks from the top. Boom, boom, boom. Practice all of them, and then practice going from the top, from the bottom, 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 top, top, top. Move between them and put them together in patterns. And maybe I'll do some tutorials in the future about patterns. So, but not right now. There is one other kind of break, and that's the break that's not really above or below. I guess your elbow's below, but if you're shoulder hooping or neck hooping, and you can just push out, out, out from here, then you can grab it and reverse. That's a break. Grab it and reverse. So grab, reverse, grab, reverse, grab, reverse. I'm putting my hand up in front of my chest, letting the hoop land in it, and turning it out. Putting my hand in front of my chest, letting it land in it, and turn out. Boom, boom, boom. And again, this can be done at any level. Any direction. Alright, that's it. I gotta cut this one short. I'm sorry this is so sloppy, but I'm running late for something. Hopefully this will help.